Well, I personally in school was awful at math. And when I started teaching, we used a curriculum that also made me feel that way. There wasn't a strong correlation from one lesson to the next. My second year of teaching, we started using Bridges in Mathematics, and I cannot overstate how many times I would be prepping for a lesson and think, oh my gosh, I wish I would have learned it this way.
The growth that I've seen in the students is this ability to think. It's really noticeable that these students are able to think conceptually, they're able to think abstractly. When you present a question, there's not just one way.
When it comes to solving in more than one way, that's a life skill.
The students will say things that I never thought about. I never thought about thinking in those terms.
Bridges has allowed me to be that facilitator and that guide for learning.
Getting rid of the idea that this is my classroom and I am solely responsible for their learning. They are capable of taking their learning into their own hands, and I just need to set the stage for them.
When I started, it seemed like this monster with all these moving pieces and components.
So no longer did you just open a workbook and read from teacher says this.
But then really when I understood it and studied it, it made sense. And it really helped with how I taught.
The fact that they're not just reciting multiplication tables, but that they can apply it to new situations, we've got a lot of buy-in.
I liked it very quickly, just being able to have the conversations.
There is the inquiry piece, that it's okay to fail forward. One of the things that our teachers will talk a lot about is what's the best no.
We're gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna learn from the mistakes, and we honor those mistakes. And so if somebody gets something wrong and they're willing to share it, we thank them for that, because now we all learned from it.
The confidence is such a key factor. We have students who have done so well in math that they're carrying that confidence into their other subject matters, and they're not shy about saying, well, that's because math was my worst subject, and now that I'm getting A's in that, I know I can do reading.
We've also seen many increases in students' mathematical thinking and understanding, but most importantly, we've seen an increase in students loving math.
The way Number Corner plays a role in my classroom is I feel it's a really big vocabulary builder.
With the 10 frame, I love how students are able to count more efficiently.
Playing the workplace games, or come sit on the floor so we can do a problem string. I like the conversations that occur between the kids, between the students.
There's a true visual aspect to Bridges.
When we introduce a workplace, students are really excited because they know that they're going to get to play this game.
We're preparing kids to apply these bits of information to new situations instead of asking them to memorize the dictionary of math. And that really allows them to be creative with their math and apply it to situations we can't even think of yet. It's so cool.